How's she going? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. It's always nicer when you drop in the shop, but I hope you brought your coat today because it's some chilly. Yeah, I had the heater on this morning for a while, but I don't leave it on for too long because then what happens is I really build up a lot of condensation in the shop, and I think I'm losing my war on condensation, I hate to say, but I'm not finished fighting yet. So we got some other things we're going to try throughout the winter here. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Way back in the fall, we bought a little battery-operated, handheld hedge trimmer, shrub trimmer, you know, wild weed trimmer, things like that. Nanny is for always out tending her gardens and trying to cut weeds, and we had the hand-operated shears, you know, those kind. Well, yeah, we have them like everybody else. They're hanging in the barn probably, right? So there's some hard to use, and if you get a pair that swing good, then they're not sharp. They don't cut. But anyways, enough about that. We tried a bunch of different other little odds and sods here and there to try to figure out a way that we can trim the weeds and whatnot, keep them at bay. But last fall I saw on Amazon, or Nanny saw on Amazon, a little battery-operated handheld trimmer. It looked like it was the answer for what we needed, so we bought it. And here it is now, the middle of the winter, finally getting around to do a little talk about this little trimmer that we bought. So let's go have a look and see what you think of this little trimmer. So here we are, middle of the winter, one of the coldest days, eh? We're talking about springtime and summertime jobs. Ha ha ha, looking forward to it. Winter can seem long by times, but it goes by pretty quick really when you think about it. What I have here is, we bought this at the tail end of last summer, and Nanny used it a lot in the garden, but I thought I'd do a little review on it. It's a Ligo, L-I-G-O, Ligo combination hedge trimmer, weed trimmer, I'm going to say this is, this little attachment. It's a battery operated unit, and it's quite light. That's what Nanny liked about it. Lots of the battery operated equipment that you get has a good sized battery, lots of amp hours, and you know it'll last for maybe an hour when you're trimming. But man, oh man, you got to be Hulk Hogan to carry it around, right? Well, this one was kind of light. It's well balanced, at least with the hedge trimmer bar on it. And Nanny was able to use this a little bit better around the yard. And since she's the one doing all the gardening, I thought maybe it would be worthwhile keeping this for her. So the battery is in the handle. It's not a big powerful battery, but it will last you for a little while. Like I wouldn't want to trim a 50-foot hedge with this, but you know, for trimming branches and bushes and shrubs here and there and whatnot around the yard, it works pretty good. This bar on the end is removable. You just push these two tabs in. You can take the bar out and quickly switch over to what I'm going to call the weed whacker part of it, the weed cutter. And the handle here is also adjustable. You just push this button, whoop, you just push this button, and you can get different angles on the handle. It doesn't give you a lot of swing, but it does, like that will help if you're down close to the ground, cutting along, rather than if the handle were straight off, you'd have to almost bend right over, like on your hands and knees. So, I mean, just that little bit of an angle difference makes a difference, I mean. Okay, and then to start it, there's just a couple of safety buttons here on the side, and just naturally as you grip it, your hand will push in one of those buttons, and then there's a trigger, and away you go. Okay, so, and then just to change the blades, you just push the buttons on the side, and then you insert the other blade. And there you go. So it cuts quite well, you know. I was surprised really. We more or less bought this just as a trial, just to see how it would be. And to be honest, we're pleased with it. I shouldn't say we, I don't use it. Nanny liked it. She found it a little bit heavy and awkward to move, but then, you know, a little bit of use, and she was getting along good with it. So the battery charger is just a tiny little charger. Plugs into the wall, so it's a 120 volt charger, and then this end plugs in here, and it's got 4 pins on it, so there's a little bit of intelligence to the charger. So you plug that in there, and it charges the battery, and it takes, I don't know, it takes a long time to charge the battery. I'm going to say that. You just can't, you know, use it till the battery goes down, plug it in, 10 minutes later grab it and go again. It probably takes a couple hours to charge the battery. to make it usable, right? And I just noticed now, my charger's not plugged in, but I have it plugged into the unit, and now the unit won't go. So I doubt you can just plug this in and use it like if you had an extension cord to continue using it. It only runs on battery power. So a nice little unit. It's light. That's what we liked about it. So if you're looking for something light to use around the yard for like 10, 15, 20-minute intervals for trimming shrubs or hedges, or this attachment for getting those pesky weeds, you know, that grow along the side of your walk or something, or in the pathways in the garden, I think this is a good deal. Hey folks, I got some more mail. It's sticker time here at Grampie's workshop, and if you'd like to have your sticker on my wall, I'd like to have it there too. So just leave me a note in the comments. Tell me that you'd like to get a sticker, and I'll send you one, and then if you have one, you can send it back to me. It's just that simple. Anyways, today I got a letter from the Missouiri Old Timer. He says, "Hi Mike, here are 3 stickers. Hope you had a great Christmas, Vernon." And hey, I did have a great Christmas, Vernon. Thanks very much. Here's the stickers. They're pretty nice. I like them. The Missouiri Old Timer. And see what he says up here on the stickers? Look at that. Wait till I get her lined up. Specializes in piddling. I like that. Nice sticker. Missouiri Old Timer, if I were you, I'd go check him out. He does a lot of just stuff around the shop, just sort of like what I do here. You never know what he's going to be up to. And sometimes, you know, it's pretty interesting. Sometimes it's just good fun to watch him. So check him out. Tell him that Grampie sent you. Now I'm going to try and get the backing off this sticker. Sometimes you can get them, the backers peeled off pretty quick, and I managed to get this one. So Missouiri Old Timer. Here you go, Vernon. Right there below Vic's workshop. Specializing in piddling. I like that, and you like that channel too. And I'll have a link to the Missouiri Old Timer in my description down below. So, like, we got this, I don't know, just starting on the fall last year, and Nanny used it a little bit in the fall, and she kind of liked it. So I'm going to put a link down below where we got this. Of course, we got it on Amazon. It was, I think, I don't know, $65, $70 or something like that. Not a bad price for the unit that we get. I like it. I think it's going to work good. There's a good quality blade in it. You know, it's sharp too, it cuts well. So I think, you know, for use around the garden, light use, I'm going to say, light use around the garden, trimming the hedge, a shrub, or, you know, like 10-15 minute use here and there, trimming plants that are past their peak and whatnot, I think it's going to be good. And this is going to be ideal, this attachment, for doing weeds that grow up around the walkway and whatnot. So, nice unit. So, like, I'm not sponsored by this company at all that makes this trimmer. It's just something that we found on Amazon, or Nanny found it on Amazon. We thought we'd give it a try. Seems to work pretty good. Nanny had good success with it there last fall, using a little bit around, so I think we'll get a lot more use out of it this summer. It's not a commercial duty unit. Don't get us wrong that way, because you know, I don't think it'll last you know, for much more than 15-20 minutes, depending on how hard you're using it. But, you know, for light work, trimming around a hedge or shrub or bush or something like that, or cutting up some weeds, I think it's going to be ideal. So I hope you liked the video. I sure hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you leave me some comments. I hope you give me a thumbs up. I try to respond to every comment, but I do read every comment. So please load her up. Thanks for watching. I sure hope you're all having a great week and a great winter. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.